Make me the perfect miner, dig him forth from the soil. Ancient cheeks cut from coarse shadows cast from iron ore. With a glimmering undertone, flesh can be plundered, rock holds its own. Wrought from the finest, sprung from the stone. Opal the iris, silver the bone. Make me the perfect miner, cleave her straight from the core. Callous fists, crystal born, harder than the anvil's worn. With a frame that cracks the mold, facets of emerald, ruby, and gold. Wrought from the finest, sprung from the stone. Opal the iris, silver the bone.
Hum-dee-dee-o-day-o, hum-dee-dee-o-do. Hum-dee-dee-o-day-o, hum-dee-dee-o-do. There's a tavern in the deep, they say, hum-dee-dee-o-day-o, where the barkeep croons to a tune they play. Hum-dee-dee-o-day-o, hum-dee-dee-o-do. And once you know how the ditty goes, hum-dee-dee-o-do, means that the oaken door with a raven crest you can sing for your supper and a good night's rest. Hum-dee-dee-o-day-o,
Hum-dee-dee-o-day-o.
Well, there's always food.
Yeah, that looks like you know, no more fish. 777. But you have one 777. Do you need like 77777777777? I don't know if the sevens are out, but you know. Do you need more sevens? Hmm? Hum-dee-dee-o-day-o. Hum-dee-dee-o-do. I like this song.
If you lose your way and your torch goes.
I'm gonna restart the song. Hum-dee-dee-o-day-o. Hum-dee-dee-o-do. Hum-dee-dee-o-day-o. Hum-dee-dee-o-do. Not feeling well? No! Did you see that thing I sent you, Coco, or pinged you on in Discord? Hum-dee-dee-o-day-o. Do-do. Hum-dee-dee-o-day. Hum-dee-dee-o-day-o. Hum-dee-dee-o-do. Actually, what did someone suggest I draw on Twitter?
You can stomp your feet to the tankards clink. Hum-dee-dee-o-day-o,
Profile.
and once you know how the ditty goes,
What else should I draw?
that means that the oaken door with a raven crest you can sing
Turtle!
for your supper and a
I need to find a turtle. Hum-dee-dee-o-day-o. Hum-dee-dee-o-do.
If you lose your way.
If I didn't say it already, I do hope you feel better soon.
You can whistle clear and they'll guide you back.
Jellyfish, manta ray octopus, turtle.
Means that the oaken door with the raven crest you can sing for your supper and a good night's rest.
Hum-dee-dee-o-day-o. Hum-dee-dee-o-do.
All that is gold does not glitter.
About to get a bad snowstorm, so you're trying to stay warm.
The old that is strong does not
Good luck, stay warm. Don't, you know, lose power.
by the frost. From ashes a fire shall be woken.
What is it?
Light from the shadows shall spring. Renewed shall be blade that was broken.
Light from the shadows. Is that what snow is in the dark?
And shall be king.
Mita, yes! I thought you'd enjoy that. I saw it and I'm like, I need to send this to Coco.
Farewell, my one true love. Farewell, farewell, said she. For though my heart stays tied to shore. I now must cross
The sea.
For if I stay my one true love,
For if I stay.
said she, each hour I spend in your arms, more faded
Will I see?
And if I should fade my one true love, if
I should fade, said she.
could you forgive what I become when nothing's left of me?
Mm-hmm.
Take with you this my one true love. Take with you this energy. One
So,
pearl as pure
apologies for being on the late side to starting stream. I'm drawing that way too big.
this gifted pearl.
I think that looks right.
True love, this
And they ask for a line like this, and then one like this.
keep me bound till my demise. So she be sailing free.
Been me-side in a me-side kick for the last few days. me-side, great game. I don't have is great game. I love it. Thanks. So it looks like I'm not streaming. Oh, not streaming? Oh, because of the snow?
Now must cross the sea.
So time to watch it. Oval overlapping. You drew it like that. Did I draw this whole thing too big? Overlapping half of the head for the body and shell. Question, has anyone had boba before? I believe it's also known as bubble tea. One of the few games that has caused me to have a slight nightmare. Wait, why that one? Misai doesn't seem all that scary. Okay, actually, I need to. Wait, I can do tricks like this, can't I? Where I go, I grab this, and then I move it closer.
Sing hey for the bath at close of day that washes the weary mud away. A loon is he that will not sing. Oh, water hot is a noble thing. Oh, sweet is the sound of falling rain and the brook that leaps from hill to plain. But better than rain or rippling streams is water hot.
Water hut? What's water hut?
Oh, water cold we may pour at need down a thirsty throat and be glad indeed. But better is beer if drink we lack and water hot. Pour down the back.
Is that the game about a total not attractive yandere in it asking for a friend totally? I'm not sure if Crazy Mita is a yandere, is she? She's just crazy. Reason why I was asking about bubble tea. Oh, so this is in line with me apologizing for being late to stream. The reason why is because I have been talking with my parents and planning to work with them to follow instructions and learn how to make ramen, like from scratch. Ramen from scratch. Like, scratch. Yes. Not like cup of noodles, but from scratch. And along that line, I have been... Wrong layer. Yeah, that's good. So I went to...
There is an inn, a merry old inn, beneath an old grey hill.
There we go.
And there they brew a beer so brown that the man in the moon himself came down. One night
The man in the moon himself came down.
the ostler has a tipsy cat that plays a five-string fiddle. And
A five-string fiddle? What was I saying? I don't remember. It was something about ramen. Making ramen from scratch. So today we were, my parents were out of state. They were coming back, and I was working with them to try to figure out all the ingredients needed. I went and bought the ingredients. I was actually at the Asian marketplace when I was normally supposed to start a stream. And I picked up soy sauce. Hondashi. Some snacks. Some Korean Oreos. And green onions and ginger.
The ostler said to his tipsy cat, the horses of the moon, they neigh and champ their silver bits, but the master's been and drowned his wit, and the sun will be rising soon. So the cat on his fiddle played hey diddle diddle, a tune that would wake the dead. He squeaked and he sawed and quickened the tune. The landlord shook the man in the moon. It's after 3, he said.
It's after 3, he said.
With a ping and a pong, the fiddle strings broke. The cow jumped over the moon, and the little dog laughed to see such fun. And the Saturday dish went off at a run with a silver Sunday spoon.
With a silver Sunday spoon.
Behind the hill, as the sun raised up her head, she hardly believed her fiery eyes, for though it was day, to her surprise, they all went back to bed. May you always have a partner by your side at every meal. Keep your belly full and worry not, my friend. May your silver never tarnish, may your knives never sharp. Keep your
Belly's full and worry not, my friend.
Oh, the caves run cold, the tales are told, supply grows old. But long as you have brothers near and sisters by your side, keep your belly full and worry not, my friend. May you always have a larder floor to ceiling stocked with meat. Keep your belly full and worry not, my friend. May your barrels never empty, may your mugs stopped.
Mila and Tiny Mita have to be my favorite. Nice choice. But not gonna lie, I kinda see how Mita and Monica from DDLC would get along. I agree. Or a death battle. The funny thing is, it's not pirate music. Let me grab the what I'm playing. Look at this. That's what we're listening to right now. Iron Hills, farewell, keep your belly full.
May your voice be never lonely, may your goat sing right along.
It sounds like it, yeah, it sounds like a sea shanty, for sure, for sure.
Oh, the caves run cold, the tales are told, supply grows old. But long as you have brothers near and sisters by your side, keep your belly full and worry not, my friend.
Da-da-da-da, oh, restart Windows? No, thanks.
Spider scared across my camp. A terrible
Find the shape of the head.
If a spider scared across my camp, a terrible day had she. I'm a feisty fool with an empty fork, and if she would not flee, she would wind up caught in an 8-leg knot. Spider for dinner for me.
Okay, I think that's good.
If a wolf should
Draw the snout protruding from the head along with a wavy line for the top of the mouth.
If a wolf should pad along my path, a terrible day'd have he. I'm a feisty fool with an empty fork, and if he would not flee, I would hang that tail with a copper nail. Wolf for dinner for me.
Something like that.
If a bear should turn her claws my way, a terrible day'd have she. If a bear should
Except let's
turn
go.
her claws my way, a terrible day'd have she. I'm a feisty fool with an empty fork, and if she would not flee, I would raise
go
a
with that.
toast while her haunches roast. Bear for dinner for me.
They did it higher up.
If an orc should raise his sword at me, a terrible day'd have he. If an orc should raise his sword at me, a terrible day'd have he. I'm a feisty fool with an empty fork, and if
But if he would not flee,
on a spike he'd sit by my fire pit. Orc
oh, for dinner for me. Draw the snout protruding from the head.
If a troll should trundle up my trail, a terrible day'd have he.
Place eyes and nostrils following the facial guidelines.
A terrible day'd have he. I'm a feisty fool with an empty fork, and if he would not flee, I'd arrange his teeth in a festive wreath. Troll for dinner for me.
If a dragon swept through Khazad-dûm, a terrible day'd have she. If a dragon swept through Khazad-dûm, a terrible day'd have she. I'm a feisty fool with an empty fork, and if she would not flee, stew for dinner for me.
Stew for dinner for me. Can I have some? Oh, that's great. Wait a second. Let's try putting that there. Why did the first one look good, but I can't draw a second one? You know what? I'm tired of this. Copy paste. And then edit, transform, flip horizontal. Okay, it doesn't look right, but it looks better up here. Prefer pirate metal since still nice music choice. Nothing beats combining pirate music and the deathcore. Makes the perfect combo. Anyway, so I may stream once the snowstorm clears and everything. Maybe, don't know yet. That's fair, that's fair. Make the eyes an arch and nostrils tiny ovals. Complete the mouth as a V shape with a curved line for the tongue. That's more of a U shape. Does that look better? No. Okay, I think that looks better. Draw the top of the shell with curved lines on both sides of the body, adding more lines to give it depth and its distinctive markings. Oh wait. They're saying like that.
Old Elga was a spitfire, whose thirst could not be quenched. If ever interrupted her, a Neuer would be drenched. One hand
Neuer?
around a tankard, the other up to whale. She was fit to fight most anyone after 18 pints of ale.
18 pints of ale.
Old Elga in the evening leaned up against the keg, A fella tried to trip her, so she stabbed him in the leg.
Ow!
Around the tankard.
Bestest frog. Hi, Cyber.
She was fit to fight.
Anyways, I got to head to bed. Sadly, I got to prep for the storm, so have a good stream, Frosty. Also, thanks for the advice yesterday and how to stream. I appreciate it. Take care.
Skewered up an orac as she took another sip. One hand
Bestest frog, maybe someday.
the other up to wail. She was fit to fight most anyone after 18 pints of ale.
I'm gonna work on it day by day. Thank you, though. Thank you for the compliment. Okay, so after that step, add more curved lines to the underside of the body for the bottom of the shell.
Mountains tall in elder days before the fall of mighty kings of Nargothrond and Gondolin, who now beyond the western seas have passed away. The world was fair.
Why does this sound like a Christmas song? What in the world? What song is this? The Song of Doodling, verse 2.
A king he was on
Confidence.
in many pillared halls of stone, with golden roof and silver floor, and runes of power upon the
The door. Finish the turtle with 3 flippers. Drawn as fin-like shapes.
shining lamps of crystal hue, undimmed by cloud or shade of night, there shone forever fair and bright.
Wait a second, if I draw this.
Poor little Baggins sat for tea, stuffy as a hobbit could be. When the bell it rang, and what did he see? 2 honored guests awaiting for he. They hung right up the hoods they wore, but told him not that there'd be more. They poured the milk on the pantry floor, when Billy and Killy came knocking at Bilbo's door. Poor little Baggins sat for tea, grumpy as a hobbit could be. When the bell
Grumpy
it rang,
as a hobbit can be.
5 more guests awaiting for he. They hung right up the hoods they wore, but told him not that there'd be more. They poured the milk on the pantry floor, when Dory and Nori and Ori and Oin and Glowing came knocking at Bilbo's door. Poor little Baggins sat for tea, frazzled as a hobbit could be. When the bell it rang, and what did he see? 4 final guests awaiting for he. They hung right up the hoods they wore, but told him not that there'd be
Hello?
more. They poured
Huh?
the milk on the pantry floor.
It's
John C.
Read well. Welcome, Raiders! Do I raid? They're my problem now. We'll just send them to this guy. You know who this guy is, right?
What are you doing?
Who is this guy? Thank you, Amada Duke, for the follow. Bilbo's door. Kuripo Naroa. Let's see how.
I've ne'er beheld my cause a doom, but know my home will greet me there. The gates will part like open arms.
Thank you for the follow.
Below mountains three and tall lie pillared halls that stand apart. I've ne'er beheld my cause a doom, but know the road I'll take by heart.
Well, says.
The floors will rise to meet my boot, and drum my feet through ancient halls.
They,
Veins of
your
like
crop.
will line the walls. Below the mountains three and tall lie pillared halls that stand apart.
Frosty
Ne'er beheld my casa doom,
says.
the road I'll take by heart.
Add time.
Brooks divine of water fresh,
Ish.
nectar to my soul will spring.
Time.
Glimpse inside the pyramid, the 7 stars that crown my king. Below the
Add time, fish time.
mountains three and tall, lie pillared halls that stand
There we go. Add time, fish time.
I've ne'er beheld
This is what we do with our nets.
but know the
See what you can
road
catch.
will take my heart.
Up and down.
Never need for map nor chart. Ancestral song will be my guide toward light from crystal.
So Frosty says,
The silver load will mark my stride.
nah.
Mountains three and tall, like pillared halls that stand apart. I've never
They,
beheld my cause a doom, but know the road I'll take by
their prob. No. Ah. Heads over. Nice.
Ultra_Verse said.
Oyasumi. Oyasumi nasai karu da. No. TTS is set up for English. Nihongo janai da yo. Kore wa dare desu ka? Wait, is that Ray? I think it's no. Yeah, maybe. I think that's Ray. Kore wa da re des ka? Can Caldra answer this question? Man, trying to say that in Japanese is so difficult.
There are many treasures deep beneath the mountains of the dwarves. For some you must go digging while the others
There's no
must
speed
keep
power.
And when the search for one is done, then all the dwarven brothers take their halls into the halls and start to seek another. Vili has a ruby wine and Yari a copper mead, a bronze and starch for Fra with trout fresh caught from the stream.
Fresh caught from the stream. Yeah, brain too tired. Ah!
Best of all was ale of shining gold. The bounties rich of Khazad-dûm are kept with lock
You
and key.
need to catch me at a good time then. We can practice. We can practice. I can ask questions like this.
Who finds it first? And when you tire, sit by the fire with drink to slake your thirst. Billy has a ruby wine and Yari a copper mead. A bronze and starch for froth with trout fresh caught from the stream.
Fresh caught from sea.
Apple cider lovely to behold. But best of all throughout the hall was ale of shining gold. The envy of all creatures is the horde of Khazad-dûm, and not a soul, not dragon or troll, can take the halls we've hewn. Through darkness bites our shining light, the duty we must carry. We do our part to keep the heart at work and making merry. Vili has a ruby wine and Yari a copper mead, a bronze and starch for froth with trout fresh caught from the stream. Gulorn had spied an opal cider lovely to behold.
An opal.
Best of all throughout the hall was ale of shining gold.
Ale of shining gold. Dun 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 rum dum. Yeah, let's try that one. I think that looks okay. Now for green colors. Hygiene. All hydrated, bright tone. I think this is what I want.
Beneath the mountains, the
King
of
you
harvest
are
home,
sown.
the Lord of silver fountains, shall come unto his own. His crown shall be upholden, his harp shall be restrung, his hall shall echo golden, to songs of yore sung. Ho!
To songs of the all he sung.
Wood shall wave on mountains, and grass beneath the sun. His wells shall flow in fountains, and rivers golden run. The streams shall run in gladness, the lakes shall shine and burn. All sorrow fail in sadness, at the mountain king's return.
Let's fix these up. On the anvil, singing.
Their chisel clove and graver wrote. Their forged was blade and bound was hilt. The delver minded, the mason built. Their beryl pearl and opal pale and metal wrought like fish's mail. Buckler and corselet, axe and sword, and shining spears were laid in hoard. Your wife, she may be fine, may give kisses sweet as wine. My love has got a beard as bright as brass. Yours
A beard as bright as brass?
blades while mine rushes, oils and braids. My love has got a beard as bright as brass. My lover,
My lover.
I can see her cross the dimmest, darkest pass. Like some summoned being of light, ever there to guide me right. My love has got a beard as bright as brass.
As bright as brass.
Grown round the keenest grin, cascading from her chin. My love has got a beard
As bright as brass.
Kind eyes, I'll take or leave. Bring me something I can weave. My love has got a beard as bright as brass. My lover,
My lover.
Dora knows that she's the kingdom's finest lass. Keeps me warm and keeps me sweet. Brings the blazing auburn heat. My love has got a beard as bright as brass.
As bright as brass.
A day of toil by pick and soil, poured over ore till day's end. Way, hey, when the work is done, ale in my hand by the hearth. Now swing her strong and wail her song, poured over ore till day's end. Way, hey, when
Hey.
the throat runs dry, ale in my hand by the hearth. Ale in my hand by the hearth. The forge is fire, a hungry choir, pour over ore till day's end. Way,
Hey, hey.
fuel runs low, ale in my hand by the hearth. The steel will roll or glowing coal, pour over ore till day's end. Way, hey, when the embers cool, ale in my hand by the hearth. Ale in my hand by the hearth. We shape the halls till evening calls, pour
Or
over
till
ore
days.
Way,
Hey.
fuel grows dull, ale in my hand by the hearth. And once our work is finally done, ale in my hand by the hearth. Way,
Hey, hey.
ale is gone, pour over ore once more.
Pour a whore once more. Dun 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 dun. Let's do an underwater theme for this one. Deep tone, bright tone. How do you do caustics? I'll have to learn that later. Tolerance was at 10.
What are you doing in my swamp?
Thank you for the follow. Okay. I think that looks better. Let's fix up any mistakes anywhere else.
The world is gray, the mountains old, the forge's fire is
Ah, shit, it's cold. Hola.
is rung, no
¿Cómo estás? I don't really speak much Spanish, but
dwells in
hello.
its halls. The shadow lies upon his tomb in Moria, in
Sagtun.
Still the sunken stars appear in dark and windless mirrors.
I'm doing well. Wait, I think that's what that means. Good and you, right?
Children wakes again from sleep.
Ba 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 ba. Get rid of that. Okay. That green is not dark enough. Quest. 20, 25. Talent. XP. Wow, strum. Yes, strum. No, at. Did not at? Excuse me. It did not at. Wow, that's surprising. I am very surprised. Crap. What's that DM about? No. Crap, come on. No. That was not a DM I wanted to read. Especially not while streaming. Welcome back. Unfortunately, ads are about to happen. Basically, you mentioned that there was no ad on Discord. I checked. There was no ad on Discord. You are right. I don't know what happened. I will have to check and investigate. So I'm sorry about that. While I was checking that, I found out that I'd received a DM from someone that was basically saying that, saying goodbye, I'm going to be gone for a very long time, probably not going to come back. And so I replied to them. I'm hoping my message gets to them, but it's not a message that I wanted to see. How's red look? Red looks fine. January 4th. Doo-doo-doo. Okay, I'll save as. Let's go with Portal. Now time to wait while Clip Studio kind of crashes. Wait, I thought you went to sleep. Oh, you're cozy in bed. I didn't expect to hear that. Yeah, I wasn't expecting to see that DM. When I see DMs like that, I can only assume that they are due to depression of some sort. And so obviously, like, I can't control what anyone does, but what I can do is when I notice someone's talking like that, having a message like that, I can at the very least, I can wish them well. I can hope they get better. I can tell them that I believe in them, that they can overcome their challenges. So earlier, Caldra, Leshy mentioned that there was no @ in Discord when I went live. And when I was checking Discord to see that, I have no idea why I didn't send a ping. But, I probably messed something up. I'll have to check. But while I was doing that, I noticed I got a bunch of DMs, and I went to check my DMs. And a friend of mine basically said, they sent me a DM that saying, wanted to say goodbye, I'm going to be gone for a very long time, and I'm probably not going to come back. And so I saw that, and I'm like, I have to reply to this now. Like, I have to. So I don't know if they'll ever see my message. I hope they do. But who knows? With that being said, this drawing here is done. JPEG. Okay. I don't think I can play any game within like an hour's time, so I'm gonna look something up and see if we can't learn something. Hey, it's Nadia. This is quick tips on values. I'll explain it as I have understood it, but I'm still learning myself, so please don't take everything I say for rule. I've learned all this thing on different tutorials and advices, and I still have a lot to learn, but I hope this can help a little. I've added a tutorial on how to make it more realistic. The third image. Even if I could just do something like that first one there, I think that'd be a good starting point. But I'd love to get to the stage of that third one. Can the scroll... Ooh, the scroll wheel works. Here I've drawn a square and I've chosen a light source to put on the top light part, or part light. I'm not sure this music's helping. Chosen light source, put the top light part light. The hidden part is a bit dark in the middle one. Like the middle of the two to show the shapes. But it doesn't feel right unless you're doing this because you prefer it like so. So here it's kind of dark, here they darken it even more. So here I've changed the gray colors, I've made the light gray lighter and the dark gray darker. So the side here I think is still the same color. The top part and the back face are lighter and darker respectively. With this contrast you could feel the shadows and the light. The more the light is strong, the more the shadows are darker. So the same is for other shapes. You can try to find where light comes and apply shadows following the shapes. I'll do the same thing of the square but with a more complicated image. Well, it will be easier if you think of it as a lot of shapes. Twitch mobile is being weird. Gotcha. How about... Okay. Oh, phew. Looks like it. My fears were not... Well, they were well founded, but luckily they weren't true. I was afraid that those DMs were about, like in regards to depression or something, but it sounds like they're not, so it's just changing to a different direction in life, heading in their own path, and, you know, that's good. That's... I applaud them, and I wish them luck. And then I've done the ink. Did a quick sketch, then I've done the ink. Then I've hidden the sketch layer. Wait a second. So their sketch here looks incredibly blocky. And their ink layer looks really fine. Their ink layer doesn't really look anything like their sketch. I mean, it does. It's the same general shape, but... like it's different. So they sketch like that in these really blocky shapes, and then they ink on top afterwards. Their inking still looks sketch-like, which is okay. Create a new layer, added flat colors. Then I've duplicated both layers, ink layer and flat colors layer. So then now I've got two of them. Creating grayscale, making layer. Create a new layer above all, change the layer, set in color, fill the layer with black. This is how it appears. Everything on your canvas will be shown in grayscale. When you don't need it, just hide the layer so you have it for later. Okay, so what they're doing, they're drawing normal. And then they are, whatchamacallit? They're drawing normal with colors, and then they're using the layer here, this color layer, to expose the values. Shadows, now create a new layer set in multiply, and in Elf1 I added a light purple shadow, while in Elf2 I added a darker purple shadow. They both seem nice, but if I look at them in grayscale, they would be like so. Which looks fine. They both look fine, however, it's quite clear that the one on the right pops out more. With darker shadows, it's better to see the shapes. Now adding lights, I create a new layer set in normal. Choose light orange for Elf1 and even lighter orange / yellow for Elf2. Where are the lights? Okay, I see them on the hair and the tip of the nose. And the eyes? A little bit of the eyes. You can already see the difference, but in grayscale it's more clear. The one on the right looks more 3D. So, with a soft brush, I add a bit of gradation. This is what I need to figure out right here. So they're using a soft brush, use a blue color on the shadows on the normal layer, and lower the opacity to 42% more or less. Create a new layer and overlay and use an orange color. Where is that going though? Oh, I see shadow or the lightness stuff on the right side of the face and by the lips. So if you're looking here, the light is added here, the nose, the eye, and the hair. It's added here, but you can see even more clearly in the grayscale version. Wait, what? That button goes down? Is there one that goes up? No, it does not seem like it. Okay. I'm not seeing where exactly they're adding this here. You can see that it has some shadows a bit lighter in some parts, and others they are darker, but you can see where there's shadow and where there's light. No, I can't. I can't tell. Wait. Is this one? I'm so relieved to hear that. I'm shaking, thinking something happened to them. Yeah. I'm glad to hear that everything's fine as well. DMs like that are honestly very scary. So I responded back to them. And I wish them luck in their adventures. So this is finished. So I think what they did here, because I couldn't understand what they were talking about here. So they've got normal and overlay. What I think they've got is they've got a huge brush that they've applied, where like the whole brush is over here. You can see that the shadows, here, they don't stay consistently this dark color as they go up. You can see that there's this like airbrush style effect here, where this is kind of getting lighter as it goes up. So I think what they did like an airbrush overlay here, and I don't know why they did the shadows, the darker parts. But I'm pretty sure they did that. You can't see what tool they're using. Okay, so that's interesting. Digital art for beginners, smooth, attractive lines. That's something I want. Okay, what do we have here? It's okay not to draw perfect lines at the first try. Yeah, I'm not drawing perfect lines right now. No need to feel. Even professional illustrators sometimes redraw their lines over and over to make beautiful line art. Be ready to undo and draw without worry. Draw long strokes in one go for a tidy appearance. This is for when you want to draw long, relaxed lines. It's especially effective when drawing smooth hair and body outlines. Don't be afraid to make mistakes and keep undoing your lines until you're satisfied with them. By drawing your strokes from joint to joint, such as shoulders to elbows and elbows to wrists, you can make straight, supple line art that catches the characteristic of each body part. I'm confused. The website says Art Rocket, but it's also clipstudio.net. This one's clipstudio.com. Oh, okay. Never mind. Trace, then tidy up. After drawing multiple lines, tidy them up with the eraser. You don't necessarily have to draw neat lines in a single stroke. You can use the eraser tool to tidy up your line after drawing the same line a few times. If you think you've drawn a good draft from the start, you can also copy it and use the same method to tidy up into your line art. Use different thickness for pen tools. Are you using the same thickness for all the lines in your line art? Thick lines for outlines and the foreground. So equal line widths, varying line widths. It's kind of hard to see here. Oh, you can see it definitely in the face. So it stands out a bit more right there versus here. Pressure, face outline thick, face parts thin. Up front, thick lines. Small details, thin. So I can see that like these buttons here are harder to see than these buttons here, because they're not part of the focus. The focus is the strings. And then the skirt outline is thick. Use thick lines for parts that you want to show more, such as hands in the above example image. The technique will allow you to give your line personality in 3 dimensions. Thin lines for the inside of pupils and nails for details like lighting. So use thinner line for drawing wrinkles on clothing, the inside of pupils and nails. Varied stroke for wrinkles on different materials, blouses, etc., leather jackets, etc. Keep in mind the material an article of clothing is made out of when drawing its wrinkles. Use thin, light lines for soft materials like t-shirts and blouses. For clothes with harder materials such as leather jackets and suits, use thick brushes and draw firm lines. Okay. This technique allows you to use line art to express what your characters are wearing. Use darker lines for shadows and intersections. When coloring illustrations, you'd normally use light colors for places where light would shine and dark colors for shadows. The same goes for line art. Use thinner pens for light areas and thicker pens for shadows. This will also help in evoking a 3-dimensional look. That's what I want to draw, right there on the right-hand side. I want to be able to draw something like that. When using dip pens, placing the intersecting line becomes black because the ink tends to pool in those areas. If you darken the intersections in digital art as well, you can give your line art more of a pen and paper look to it. If you don't like your strokes for some reason, you can try changing stabilization, slow strokes and stabilization. However, the software may lag from setting the value too high. Values for correction vary by pen pressure, preferred pen tablet, and by person. So it's best to experiment. Many of the images that you see on computers are called raster images. On the other hand, vector images don't degrade when scaled up. You can use vector layers in Clip Studio, which is what they're using here. They're useful for drawing line art since you can easily change their thickness, edit curves, and delete as needed. You can also use vector layers to erase overextended lines. So you draw swiftly by placing the blue parts with by tracing the blue parts with vector erasers. You can delete the overextended parts. With raster layers, you might erase important lines when you want to erase unneeded parts of the line. However, if you use a vector eraser tool, all you have to do is draw over the unneeded when When you're drawing with pen and paper, you naturally rotate the paper so that you can draw more easily. You can rotate the canvas in digital art as well, which I've been doing a little bit of that. It's easier to draw from top to bottom or left to right if you're right-handed, right to left if you're left-handed. On the other hand, drawing from bottom to top or right to left is comparatively difficult. If you're drawing on a smartphone or tablet PC, it's much easier to rotate the device to get a better angle to overcome this. Ads in 1 minute, apparently. Apologies. So it's almost ad time, fish time. If you feel that none of the above steps are working for you, maybe it's time to recheck your settings for... Okay. And what's this one about? When creating illustrations, we often make the mistake of wanting to put in so many details that in the end we overload the image, losing the meaning we originally wanted to convey. In this tutorial, we'll teach you how to include lots of elements in an illustration in a way that keeps it from looking too busy and keeps the main elements you want highlighted clearly in the line of sight of the viewer. I need a drink. What time is it? Ooh, 11:30. I actually kind of need to be going, so I'm gonna take this offline and see if I can read up more on this tomorrow. And for tomorrow's stream, we'll see what we can come up with. If we can apply any of this to our next drawing. So, with that being said, I'd like to thank you all for stopping by. And I will see you next time. Matane!